Welcome back, everyone, to Oxygen Not Included. We've been learning yet again, most recently, that gas is kind of dangerous. I think we are starting to get things a little bit under control, but it did remind me that, we do have these slicksters coming up here, and obviously we can care for them using the ranching method to improve, how much they eat. And these things will consume carbon dioxide, not a very high rate of speed, but we are going to have three of them. And, if we can tame them as well, we could actually start to purge a little bit of carbon dioxide with these guys. And of course, I'm assuming, too, they'll lay eggs and, they'll keep their population going as well. So, somehow this one got down here. So we'll relocate that, hopefully before that's done before they fill this in. So anyway, we'll do that first. But then, yeah, I was thinking it would probably be a good idea then to create a new zoo room specifically for these slicksters, and then we can actually pump in, CO2. Perhaps from like over here or something. I'm not exactly sure where I want to pump it in from yet. We could actually pump it from over here. And then the problem is then we have to pump it all the way from over here to over here, which seems a little bit inefficient. That's what I was actually trying to figure out, like what exactly I want to do before we get started. I think it might make sense to create a new habit over here for them. And obviously right now it already has CO2, so we don't have to, create anything in particular for it. So I think since that makes sense, we'll do that. Of course, originally I was hoping to kind of get everything in the same area, and maybe that is better in the long run, but I just don't think we're going to be able to do it right now, given everything that's going on. So we will create this separate area over here. This episode, I guess. We'll do that. Looks like they dropped more sand again. Yeah, so even working over here is going to be kind of difficult. We'll do that next. I can't. Oh, that's right. We needed algae as well, too. Right. Our oxygen diffusers largely stopped working over here for a while, and we suffered immensely because of that. That said, we should begin to create more oxygen in the environment here over time. This diffuser's not running because there's max pressure, so... We have a manual airlock here, but we also have an airflow tile here, so it's kind of useless. Yeah, we were trying to figure out a way that we could prevent the floral scent from coming through, while also making it breathable. And so I think with this oxygen diffuser, that would be sufficient. We could wall this right here, and then actually expand this area. Now that we have all of these hydroponics in, I think we could do that just fine. Let me think about how I want this to work. Because right now we have the ladder coming up into this area, but we come in through the middle. So we could... we could redo this entirely where we get this microbe mush out of the way, and then we have instead a ladder right here with the airlock right here instead, and then all of this area would be enclosed, so to speak. That might be the best method, but we'll get this taken care of first. We do want it to be 3 high. I don't know. I know each of these creatures requires like a certain number, a number of cells of space And so at first I was thinking that we would want this space long ways, because they don't obviously go into the air, so they wouldn't care if there's a 3-tile high room, you know what I mean, because they, that they can't use it. But I think actually this would count to improving their mood, is just using 3-tile high. So we're gonna make, basically, long story short, I think I'm gonna make them all 3-tile high, wide, 3 tiles high, and then we'll use less space. Maybe we'll cut it off like right here, and it'll be 3 high for some creatures here. We can experiment with the Slicksters here. Obviously, we can start like 3 tiles high right here as the entrance, and then we can go further back if we need to, all the way out to here. So, and maybe even further, honestly, if we clear this out. And actually, we can just use this a pneumatic door here too. We'll create this out of granite. And yeah, and then this will all be granite too. Okay, it looks like we're good to mine all of this out. Obviously, if we ever need to get up here, we will have a floor right here, so we can easily build a ladder up or something like that. And we do have a tap of carbon dioxide here too, if we find these Slicksters are using a lot. I don't think they will. Then again, it said they use how many kilograms a day? 20 kilograms a day. Actually, they may end up using a lot, these 3 Slicksters. So I think they'll be the ones to solve our problem here. Because in any given tile at any given moment right now, we're only having about half a kilogram to a kilogram in the air. And they're going to burn through basically a whole then like 1 or 2 tiles per day, at least where we're at right now. So it seems like breathability is gradually improving here. This oxygen diffuser is running overtime, and we have obviously multiple carbon skimmers purging the CO2. It hasn't been keeping up with... This system has not been keeping up with creating polluted water. And the algae terrarium does, I believe, create, polluted water. However, it also uses algae. And the rate at which, let's see, algae and water actually too. I wonder if there'd be a way to, to somehow tap into this water stream and fill bottles. I think there was a bottle filler, right? Stores piped liquids into bottles. So the issue with this is, and why I kind of don't want to just do this randomly, is that I don't want them to use it for like cooking or consumption, right? Because then it'll have germs in it. Actually, all the germy water is gone now. We don't want to use it for things basically that would impact the quality of. Although, we just try to figure that out. None of our cooking stuff requires germ-free water, or water in general. What are the other things? Water is used in the research station, the supercomputer, that is. I'm trying to think of what other things actually use water. Maybe it doesn't actually matter. Maybe it doesn't actually matter that that the water has germs in it. You know what I mean? Like maybe we can just ignore the germ mechanic entirely, and we can go back to pumping excess water in over here too. In which case, we would want to probably, ramp up our polluted water production, actually. That would mean, if that's true, the algae terrarium could actually be good. It doesn't create a whole... The other issue with this algae terrarium is that it doesn't actually create a whole lot of oxygen for us. So yeah, not. I don't really like this building too much, but I'm wondering if we need something like that, because where else are we going to get more polluted water from in order to run our sieve? What creates polluted water? Yeah, because we're actually, later on, we're gonna need polluted water just to even make fertilizer, for example, should we want to. And it seems like polluted water feeds into quite a lot of creatures. Here's the produced by section. So, yeah, the algae terrarium. The skimmer should be creating a lot of polluted water. But I don't think it is so far. Natural gas generator. So if we could create natural gas, we could also create a lot of carbon dioxide. Holy cow. Petroleum generator, combustible liquid, which doesn't even have a help area. We could also create polluted water like that. The lavatory does, of course. The shower does. That uses up a lot of water, too. Ah, that's right. That's the one spot where we don't necessarily maybe want clean water, is our lavatory and sink. But these are actually now connected via this germ system. And I don't think we've seen any problems from that. Like our jumping joy right there. So I'm not actually sure if we care that there are germs in our water. Saying that sounds pretty ridiculous, but it may be what it is, given what we're seeing here. So it might not be a bad idea to resume pumping water into this system over here. I think, yeah, water is still completely loaded right now. And we're just kind of waiting for... oh, another mess was made. Oh. Yeah, it's problematic. She was... I see why messes are being made now. I was curious about it last time. Now we know. Alright. So we're gonna have to just mop for a while, probably. That's disgusting. Alright, we know what happened there now. Very nice. Alright, and then let's just come out all the way over here for now. So now they'll create a bunch of polluted water. That has actually a lot of polluted water. Interesting. It would be nice if we could somehow create a designated, like, hey, always put polluted water here, for example, type thing. Something like that. I guess we could maybe make like a... We could put like a storage bin right here, right? And then have it only accept... Or maybe not a storage bin. Something that would contain liquids instead, and then we would just dump it from the bin periodically, and then empty it when we need to. This is actually an unfortunate amount of bottles. That's what I'm saying. There should be a better way. I'm guessing there probably is. But right now we'll just move everything over. Yeah, so putting the zoo over here will make it so that, at least it should make it so that CO2 isn't a problem for them. If it does become a problem, we can create a simple system where we pump CO2 up into this room from down here. There definitely should be enough, I think, CO2 in the area in order to keep these slicksters happy. And that should get us back to the point where maybe we only need one of these carbon skimmers. We can turn this other one off, save some power, you know. And maybe even resume using the wood burner. How much wood do we have? Oh, I noticed earlier, too, we do have a puffed prince egg. So our puffed actually already created a prince. A lazy critter that excretes little solid lumps of whatever it has been breathing. Interesting. So, if it eats polluted oxygen, well, how is this different from a regular puffed? So, this is a regular puffed right here. 50 kilograms of polluted oxygen, 50-ish kilograms of slime. These do 30 kilograms of polluted oxygen and 3 kilograms of slime. That's definitely worse, right? Yeah, the puffed creates way more slime than the prince. That said, you could actually also use the puffed prince to create oxalate. Well, that's kind of cool. Normally, in order to create oxalate, you have to set up some systems here. Put some there's some cost to that. Yeah, it slowly emits breathable oxygen. So maybe I wonder if we could actually just build an oxalate tile. Or maybe you just literally, like, put it on the ground somewhere. Maybe. Like, we could just put oxalate right here or something to create oxygen. Yeah, so, looks like oxygen is good again. We do have to keep an eye out for algae. It looks like we actually stored it all maybe already. Or consumed it. Oh, no, yeah, we did store it. So we got 900 kilograms of algae. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. We need to find a way to create algae. We do have the algae distiller, which is making it out of slime. So, but I don't think we'll have regular access to slime. I mean, the puffed is making some, but not a crazy amount. And we might have to tap into this area just to get more food for the puffed. Seems like he's not having the best of lives right now. Says he's cramped. Let's cancel that, actually. That's going to release this slime. Which we could actually probably do. There is the first piece of gold right there if we wanted to go for that. Oh, there's a pocket bag down here. That's cool. Oh, and there's another one. Alright, here's our room. Relocate these gas things, and then now we can relocate these critters. The other one is over here. Yeah, obviously they'll have to hold their breath when they're in here, but that's okay. They shouldn't be in here so long that they can't do that. Harold, that is. Move this last thing over here. And then empty. How much liquid is left here? Not very much. So I think we will have to start breaking slime down just to... This thing also makes polluted water, right? Yep, a lot of it. That's clay. Agriculture skills are here. We do have printables. We can take a look at that really quick. A vole pup. That eat the regolith collected on terrestrial surfaces. What? Man, that's a crazy husbandry score there. This guy's skilled at exosuit training as well already. We are going to have someone that does exosuit stuff. Let's see. Bubbles. Bubbles is going to be our exosuit person. So I don't really think we need anyone like that. Harold is already max critter ranching, so he's doing good. And obviously he'll do carrying when he gets more points. So I don't think we need any of those folks. At least nothing that would actually help our... we do... That's right, we do need... tidying. So we want someone that's good at Is tidying like a thing that people can be good at? Tidying, yeah. So this guy could double as someone who manages the critters as well. Tidying, building, agriculture. So she's like kind of a well-rounder. Meep might not be a bad guy to have around for doing the tidying stuff. And technically, he could also become a suit guy too, if we need to. Obviously, it doesn't improve his morale, so he'd much prefer doing tidying and ranching stuff, but then maybe late game he can do exosuit as well. I don't really know if there's an advantage to doing that. Let's see what the Volpup does. Oh, okay. Vole. Shove voles. The shove vole is a unique creature that possesses 2 fully developed sets of lungs to hold its breath during the long periods it spends underground. Drill-shaped keratin structures circling the vole's body aids its ability to drill at high speeds through most natural materials. Oh, this doesn't look good. Burying critters that eat the regolith collected on terrestrial surfaces. They cannot burrow through refined metals. They actually enjoy a bunch of different temperature ranges. They eat regolith and emit regolith, so they subsist on regolith basically. They can also subsist on dirt or iron. Oh, I don't know about that. Interesting. I'm not sure why you'd want one of these around. Maybe these are... It says domesticable as well, so... I assume there's some reason you'd want this, but... I mean, is regolith like an issue, maybe? Can make magma out of it. And it's a filtration medium. I don't know. Would we actually want one of these creatures? I don't, it doesn't seem like we would. We could have Meep join the team. Let's do it. So priorities, Meep is coming in. he's a tidier. That is empty storage, mop, disinfect, repair. Oh, you know, I kind of thought all of that was under the supplying section. So that makes sense this whole time why maybe we haven't been able to tidy quicker than what I was expecting. We do have a supplying, but not tidying improved. So yeah, now Meep will be him. Meep will be him. This guy can help out with ranching too, and then supplying and storing. We also need another mess table for Meep. And then I think we already have a spare cot. Yeah, he can have that one. There we go. Now I think we are fully maxed. That's eight duplicants. And yep, he can get that too. Very nice. Pyrotechnics. That sounds great. Sounds like exactly what I want. I did see that we lost a piece of food. It decayed. So I think now we are going to be at the point where we need to look at having a fridge, perhaps. So that might be a thing. Might be time to tap into this area and actually start to use this area for like zoo stuff. Then again, the only thing coming up soon is the Slicksters in 2 cycles. This is what I'm most excited for to see. And actually, you know, we could put a airflow tile, yeah, right here. Carbon dioxide filters down into here as well too. Obviously, we have some up here to deal with, over here and over here even, and maybe even some further over here too. Polluted oxygen too. Our Puffed has been dealing with that up here. They did already tap into that slime, I think. Maybe not. He's still glum. His needs aren't being met. He's old. Crazy, we've already had him, yeah, for 55 cycles. We got the Puffed really early, I do remember that, but I didn't realize it was that long. His needs aren't being met, you say? I guess he's still looking for food is the thing. Interesting. We could put like a critter building right here. The ranching station or whatever, just to help them out. That is a lot of CO2 though. And that'll just filter in down here. So yeah, I see no reason why we can't tap into this area now. That said, we'll probably want to do all of this. Wow, she mines super fast now. Okay. We got our first piece of gold amalgam. And I think it's a metal, yeah, metal refinery that makes gold out of that. Things are starting to look pretty good. Oh, it's some more polluted water. I missed that. Okay. I don't know. I can't tell. I think we're not creating as much polluted water as we're using right now. That said, I don't think we need to. It would be nice to keep. We definitely have to keep the water pumping here for this, for sure. So it could get to the point where we need to find ways of creating polluted water. I'm not sure if that's the case, but anyway, let's well, let's do. This is gonna be nasty though if we mine this down here and try to pick it up. I think, right? We'll find out. Empty. Empty. I don't think this carbon skimmer is running at all anymore, so we could probably deconstruct that. To conserve on power. That's right. I think, yeah, we did build the manual generator again, so I just, unfortunately, it seems like that's going to be the best thing to do is not rely on the wood burner, or if we do, maybe not rely on the coal generator too, to be honest. But basically, only having one maybe running at a time, I think, is ideal. We did drop the requirement down to 10%, so it should fire less. We don't have it enabled right now anyway. We found it was still running. How much wood do we actually have? 1,500 kg. Okay, so that is starting to build. A single arbor tree is definitely not enough to run a coal system for sure, but we can run it periodically, I guess. I guess it's just nice to have a bunch of different systems. So, all right. Let's see. So if I put down, I don't really want to put tile down here. This is sedimentary rock. Yeah, we don't really need that. So I'll put, and this is sandstone, right? Yeah. Hope the puff comes up here instead. We may crack this puff. We may crack this puffed prince egg. I mean, he doesn't create a whole lot. 30 kilograms versus the puffed, which is 50. I guess it's a more perfect transfer, now that I look at that more. Maybe the prince is good in that respect, then. We consume... we get a better conversion rate on our consumption of polluted oxygen. Yeah, so we're going to need to tap into that here soon. Let's put down another tile right here. Then we'll open this up. Luckily, we don't have to worry about slime lung up here because, what are you doing, man? It bothers the heck out of me that they just sit in the airlock. What do you... Please get out of here. Ridiculous, man. Bird's coming over to mine the slime out, or probably... Oh, yeah, he's building the tile. Might be time to... Oh, what is this? Weight plates? Sending a red, so as soon as something walks on here, it will send a green. But, automation wire. There's some strange stuff going on in this asteroid. We are not alone. Alright. Oh yeah, he's loving life now. Yep, improving his kcal count. This is a good environment for him. His mood is still glum, but maybe that will improve over time here. His needs are definitely being met now, I'm sure of it. Man, he was hungry. How much food does he eat in a day? maybe he's so scared of starvation that he's like, just getting his fill now. That's great. Oh, we'll let him do his thing. He's eating the polluted oxygen. This Paku's about to die. Over the hill. Tropical Paku. What do these things do again? I think we just eat them, yeah. They actually eat algae, so that's not good. They create polluted dirt. What's the solution for polluted dirt again? I can't remember. Oh, the sage hatch eats it for coal, I think, right? Yeah. Which we are actually slowly running out of polluted dirt. There it is right there. Kilogram of polluted dirt. I don't know how we can just get this polluted dirt is the problem. I'm assuming our guys won't just dive into the water and grab it. So how do we get that polluted dirt? That's an interesting question. So, yeah, our sieve is making some. The ethanol distiller makes some as well, and that uses wood as well. So, this might not be a bad industry to get into. What's ethanol for? Oh, to make nosh beans. Oh, that's the only reason. Man, he was super hungry. Until its tummy is full. I don't know how many calories he can keep in. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to get to this polluted dirt. Maybe they were talking about those Atmos suits. Is that from environmental hazards like heat, germs, unbreathable gas? Interesting. Yeah, so they just don't go into the water at all, which means I don't think we can get to this polluted dirt then. But that's pretty unfortunate, isn't it? I suppose you could if you drained the pool into some other area. So maybe if we like if we dug a small hole from here to here, and then hit the last spot right there, and then it just kind of filters out. I don't know. There's got to be a better way, right? Oh, I suppose the other solution, of course, would be to pump the polluted water. I kind of want to see what's going on over here. This has got me curious now. Our Slicksters only got another day. I kind of want to see those guys born before we do anything else. But, could tap into this area too, just to have it fall down. Let's try to do that. This is the neutronium. This stuff doesn't move at all. What's obsidian for again? make sand. And then stone hatches will make it into coal. But yeah, anything they eat becomes coal, basically. I think we can mine that from right here. Yeah, we're gonna have to remember in the future, like, hey, don't put your dock right next to the airlock, because this is pissing me off. I don't think there's a problem with them standing there, but the fact that they do is really killing me. It's like it's not working if the airlock is open, but I don't think the game considers that. Or maybe it does, actually. We've got some CO2 down here now, or over here now. So yeah, that might be something that we need to consider going forward, because they cannot stand in the airlock. Please. Alright. Let's see. So they did mine that out, so now we can mine that out. Hopefully they do not stand directly on top of that. If they do, we'll have to cancel that. Okay, good. Perfect. The water just fills out over there. Excellent. Yep, liquid is draining into this reservoir. And honestly, I don't even know if I want to destroy this environment, frankly. We might tap into it, though, over here just to get it to drain into one giant pool. That would allow us to get over here to this abyssal light and actually continue our adventure, I guess, east. And we can go west now, too, now that I think about it. Obviously, all this is slime area with polluted water reservoirs. We know exactly how to deal with those now, provided we have, yeah, oxygen. So we can come over here and seal this off. In fact, let's seal this area off anyway. And we can tap into it down here. We'll just assume this area is outside of the base for now. Actually, cancel. We'll do it right here instead. There we go. And then, this is granite, isn't it? No, it is sandstone. We'll go down here like this. And then mine that out. And then we could use this room for something in the future. I'm not sure what exactly. We might actually make another a mini zoo room right here. Put like a pneumatic door right there so we remember. Alright, it's about time for these slicksters to be born. Got plenty of CO2. Then again, not that much. So we did definitely quash the CO2 problem here pretty handedly. We're going to have to not do that so much going forward, actually. And find ways of creating CO2. Obviously, we can create it using the wood burner here. Could be a good idea then, maybe even to put the wood burner like right over here. Would that be a good idea? It's pretty far away, so it would take a while to refuel it. Like we'd have to pull wood from. I mean, wood's right here, so it's not a terrible distance. And what we could do is we could create. If I put CO2 production right here, it'll definitely fall down here if we've got airflow tiles here. And then it'll fall down here. So I think that's what we kind of want. I mean, some of it'll probably spill out over here too, but then it'll hit this and then bounce back. Um, let's do this. So I'm going to deconstruct this wood burner and then put a wood burner right here and then run power to it. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's pretty far away, huh? Yeah, I didn't think that one through. Crap. We could put it into the same system. It's probably not a bad idea. Or we could do like some kind of industry over here, but I can't think of what we'd want to do right now. I kind of just want to keep it tapped into the main circuit, you know what I mean? So I guess we'll do that for now. What looks the most sensible? Running this power like this across the water even. And then we'll put tile down here. Oh, let's do that, and then put tile right here. And then finish the power right there too. Yeah, so... Oh, are they born? Looks like they're born. Yeah, it's pretty long. Alright, that's a lot of tasks, but yeah, they're out there now. They're happy. I think they've got plenty of CO2 for now. What is this? Oh, this is the crude oil. Oh, okay. They instantly created quite a lot of this stuff. I actually, in my pursuit of making sure they had exactly what they needed, I forgot what they would be producing. And that's this. So obviously we could freeze it. And we could also make an oil refinery. Crude oil is produced by an oil well, so we're getting it naturally. So normally you'd have to, you know, take water and make crude oil if you want to use it. The only use of it is an oil refinery, in which case you create petroleum. Which is used in a lot of different industries, blast shots, whatever these are. And then we also can use petroleum to make plastics and give off a bit of steam. That's cool. So that's water, technically. And CO2. Man, there's... so we're starting to get into some science here. What's the natural gas for? Looks like a power generator, which does create polluted water. Actually, so that's 54 kilograms a day. And the oil refinery also creates 54 kilograms a day, assuming you could supply with 6 tons of crude oil a day. I don't think we're anywhere near that. So the issue here is I think we'll need to... we're going to need to put our crude oil somewhere, right? I think we'll have to put it down here. For now. I didn't exactly think about this. So let's... what we'll do first is dig this. And then we'll seal this up and then put water... Actually, we could probably do the whole thing. The whole thing could just be a water layer. So I'm thinking... we want liquid, but not gas, actually. Is that even possible? I guess not. Hmm. We want liquid, but not gas to fall. Doesn't look like that's possible. The issue is here, if we do the mesh tiles, then the CO2 is just going to fall down here. Here's what we can do for now. We can make it that deep. So like that. But cancel that for now. Just dig. Then we'll put the mesh tiles down. That shouldn't hinder things too much over here. We'll see. Oh, it's downtime. Alright, that's probably a good cue for us to head into downtime too, so... What's wrong with her? Soggy feet. Oh yeah, because there's crude oil. Yeah, so we're going to have... This whole layer is going to have to be mesh tiles. So I'm just going to... No, let's get the reservoir here first, and then we'll build the mesh tiles. So yeah, so what we're going to do is create a layer to start just 7 tiles wide. We don't want to make it too big because then our precious CO2 is going to fall down here, and then the slicksters can't eat it. So instead, we will begin making the reservoir right here, and then we can expand the reservoir as the slicksters continue their lives until we can actually refine it over here or something like that. So it's kind of nice that we have the wood burner right here too, so we can easily just wire right into that industry. Anyway, I think that is a good spot to call it. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed as I have. In the next episode, I think we're going to try to push a little further, maybe even get our first abyssalite, and then break into this room, maybe get some clues about what advanced peoples may be out here, or maybe were out here. Anyway, until next time, peace.